everything. I make it look good, but I struggle with everything. Someone told me that I can't please everybody.
When you see him going back and forth with URL, I feel like that's kind of like where it stemmed between him and DNA, where it's like you kind of didn't have my back in a sense when you see me going back and forth with Smack and Bees and all of this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you see the issues that he's having with URL over contract, over business, over whatever the situation is, and him saying he'll never battle on the platform again. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel like just seeing him going at odds with URL? Like, you know, that's something I don't think any of us would have ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I hope everybody could figure out a way to fix this so we get back to the money. Still money to be made.
Yeah.
Still looks to be had.
Can you call Sean and fix this, right?
No. I mean, I've tried.
Okay.
Yeah, I've put him and Bees on the phone. I've spoken to both of them about this, and I put them on the phone together. And that would be for them to tell. From that point moving forward, that would be for them to speak on. But that's where kind of like my insight on it kind of stops. It's like I spoke to Sean, I spoke to Bees, I put them on the phone together, and I guess it didn't work out. Obviously.
Would it get so public? You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen a lot of people. DNA came in like a couple days ago. He gave his perspective and how everything ended, and you know what I'm saying like I was ready to leave a whole year before you guys even seen the official split. He talked about how he went to bat for Sean, even after they stopped talking in a sense and things like that. When you see like, do you see a resolution? You know what I'm saying? Like with Sean and the URL, do you see a point where these guys are able to come together when it's already been so public and so many crazy things have been said?
Man, I'm one of those people. I've seen so much shit happen between people, man. That I just feel like anything can be fixed with time.
But like,
understanding, right? We try to figure out a way to have a conversation, gain some understanding. Once the frustration is gone, the ego is gone, and we can all sit down and talk, then anything could be fixed. Do you watch Cam and Mace show?
Yes, yeah, hilarious. It is what it is. Oh yeah, they beat for what, like 20 years?
And it is what it is, right?
Yeah, 20 years.
Right, so
they dissed each other,
right, so,
all types of yeah.
So anything could be fixed, man. It's just people have to sit down like men and get off the camera and just talk and get some understanding. However long it takes.
You know, like one of the crazy
or not.
Yeah, or
and
not.
And just let time go by.
Do what it do.
Right.
Like, because one of the craziest things that I remember seeing was like when Sean tweeted the Smack and he was like, come get your money back in blood and this, that, and the third. And like, I'm like, yo, how y'all going that deep? Like, and I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, for you, knowing Smack so many years, how even Smack was out there on Twitter, like, you know what I mean? Talking his shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga.
I can't remember exactly what he said, but I do remember that.
Yeah, he was talking heavy and things like that. So, like, even when all of that is thrown out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, you sitting there knowing these guys, you know what I'm saying? How do you feel about just seeing them going back and forth publicly? Are you talking to them behind the scenes like, yo, Smack, what are you doing? Why are you know what I'm saying? Going back and forth.
Smack is like, this is his
and Smack
shit.
Never talks.
This Smack shit. So, like, when you want to talk, I can't tell him not to talk. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell him not to have an opinion. And plus, niggas is men. I think that's the main thing that we confuse. Like, when people say URL, you're talking about people. You're talking about a person. You're talking about Smack, you're talking about Bees, you're talking about Chico, you're talking about me. So when you're saying this, it's like, motherfuckers gonna react.
Yeah.
And you can't tell a person how to react, but I think, me personally, all the threats and the tough shit should just stay off the internet. There's no place for that.
Rain, I gotta throw some pushback, man. You've been on the internet.
I was wilding at one point, but I'm
talking you know what I mean?
Crazy.
You done told niggas to pull up on the block. You know what I'm saying? You done took it there before too.
Right. And how did that get resolved?
I mean, I feel like it got resolved. I feel like
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It's all for nothing. I'm only speaking from this perspective because I've been through it. You know what I'm saying? It's no secret. With what me and Hitman, right? We went back and forth, and we had some words online, and we said some very harsh shit back and forth to each other. And there's videos online that I wish could be deleted because we see each other now and it's love. I just saw him and it was love.
Wow.
Yeah, all his people, met my people with him. We shake hands, we smile when they see each other. We're actually happy to see each other.
Dope.
You get what I'm saying?
That's
So it's like all of that for nothing. For what?
And it could have went out of hand.
And it could have went left. It could have really went bad. And it's like, for what though? For us to be in the like I said, the overall point of all of this is to get some money, feed your family, and get your artistry out, right? And that's really what we want to do. And sometimes that does become frustrated. You know, it's the level of frustration there if you feel like if you're being jerked around, or your time is being played with, or the opportunities you're given isn't being appreciated, or whatever. And it can lead to some aggression coming out. But overall, it's just, it doesn't need to be handled on the internet. Anytime it's handled on the internet and people are making threats on the internet, then it has to be, for me, you just want attention. And that's not speaking directly to anyone. I'm speaking in general. I'm speaking on my situation too. You know, because when I was doing that and arguing on camera, I could have just slid up on niggas. But part of me was like, I want the world to see how I'm talking to you. And that's corny. You get what I'm saying? Like, what is it all for?
Oh, who's wrong in this situation with Sean and URL? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because is it the daylight battle, or like, are you even aware of like what causing
so
like?
I'm aware of some of it, but I feel like I don't know URL for doing bad business.
Okay.
You know, it's a lot of stuff we can say about Bees and Smack, and as far as like, Bees has very bad, timing with his phone calls. This guy, he's hard to get in contact with. Sometimes the business could be drawn out. You know what I'm saying? But when it's done, it's always done correct. You know, I've never felt like I didn't get my just due. And I've never seen people around me not get their just due. In fact, we all call each other stunting when we buying new shit. So everybody getting some type of money, new watches and cars, and where's it coming from? You know what I'm saying? So I just don't know people. I don't think nobody could say that URL robbed them or withheld any money from them. I think a lot of this shit comes from, and once again, I'm not speaking on nobody specifically, just in general. A lot of times we get what we ask for and we feel happy with it and we are content with it, and then down the line, once we have new wants and needs, and that what we originally signed up for just doesn't seem like enough.
From what we've heard publicly, you know what I'm saying, we've seen like it's like Sean had a certain amount of battles, and then he had the Jack battle, and basically URL's just telling him to finish out his contract, and Sean's basically saying when the daylight battle got canceled, in a sense, it was like he, you know what I'm saying, that the contract in a sense is void, and it's like, yo, you gotta give me.
Is it though?
I mean, that's his perspective. That's how he feels about it.
But is it though?
I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know the contract. I don't know how that works.
Oh, so nobody's seen the contract?
Nah, nobody sees the contract. All we know is what Sean says and how he looks at the situation.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? The fact that, in the contract, if the thing didn't happen, I need a new contract to do the next set of business. If it's not my fault why it didn't happen. As far as, like, the perspective that I'm seeing from Sean. You know?
Show the contract.
Also,
why we don't have to talk about this, right?
Yeah, just show the contract.
You can show the contract.
But isn't it like an NDA where you can't show the contract?
No,
or you can't?
You can show your contract. It's your
contract.
contract.
You can? Oh, okay. Nah, I thought there was certain things, money, business, certain things you're not allowed to show.
Well, you're talking about it anyway, right?
I guess.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
I guess, like, shit.
I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to say and bash anyone.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
I'm just asking for clarity. You know what I'm saying?
See, it's hard for, like I said, I don't know where they're going with this. Like, I'm sitting back watching what's going on, and I don't agree with a lot of the stuff that's going on in public, and especially if at some point niggas gonna have to just go to court about it anyway. So it's a lot of stuff I'm just choosing not to say. You know
okay, so you think that's what it is? Just go to court and handle it, and that'll be the end of the story.
How long has this been going on?
Well, you know, Sean made that first video like top of the year, like around January, I believe, if my memory doesn't, you know, it was like around that time when he made that video saying I'm never battling you URL, and you know what I'm saying, and after the whole Jack situation in November last year,
yeah.
when Jack wasn't able to battle because of his medical issues and what he was going through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like Sean felt like, yo, I came to New York, I was prepared to do the thing. And this guy wasn't ready.
He came, he was ready.
Yeah, and he said, you know, so that's not his fault, in a sense.
I didn't read the contract, so I don't know if that just means it's void. But if that's the case, I just got done saying earlier that there's nothing wrong with going to court and figuring out your issues if it's a business dispute.
Damn. How do you think this is all going to end up playing out, man? Do you think Sean will eventually be back on URL? Do you think these guys will be able to like figure their situation out? You knowing Sean, you knowing Smack, B's, Cheat, like you being in like working with these guys, you know what I'm saying? Do you think they'll be able to come to an agreement where we see Sean back? Because there's a whole campaign. The fans want Sean back on URL. They want to see, you know, they want to see these guys work again and do this.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I want to see everybody work again. I think it would be dope. I just don't see the big deal.
Okay.
Like, I don't see why niggas can't just handle whatever business needs to be handled. I always felt like in my years of doing business, because I've been, you know, I've written for people, I've produced for people. Like I just said, I just did whatever, whether it's movie stuff, whatever. The business is the business. We sign contracts, and that contract reminds us, because we all have like other shit going on in life. So a contract that you signed 2-3 years ago, probably can't remember every fucking detail, but that's the reason I'm signing the contract.
Yeah.
So
it gives you the details, the obligations that you have to do.
Right. That way we don't ever have to sit here and be trying to remember shit. It was written. You know what I'm saying? So if just my opinion, that why can't we just go to the contracts and figure it out and figure out what needs to be done?